What an asshole!
Podcasting from Basshole Studios in Hollywood, California.
Yo, what time is it?
You're listening to I'm a Basshole with Doug Bass. We've all been one.
He's an asshole.
So let's laugh about it. Now, here's your host, Doug Bass.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to I'm a Basshole. My name's Doug Bass. Thanks for joining the podcast. We have a show for you today. I don't know if it's going to be amazing because we don't have a guest. He fucking canceled last minute. So, with that being said, we do have regulars Rob DeRocha and Rachel D in the studio today. Let's jump into it. Let's catch up with them. It's been a while since it's just been the three of us. So make sure you subscribe to Basshole Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. The YouTube channel is the full video experience. So do that right now. And here we go. Yeah, there's no title for today's episode.
Oh, catching up with the crew. Wow. Dude, I like that. We're a crew now. We're a squad.
We are a squad. We had we had a guest committed to the show, Naz Janice, who's a comedian.
Oh, well, whatever. He's an asshole.
He's an asshole. He messaged me at 11:30, which is an hour and a half before we were gonna do it, and he canceled.
I guarantee
he's a wild card. He's a wild card.
He was drunk. He was drunk the night before, and fucking
sure
what an asshole,
He did win the asshole.
He did. Yeah, he is a former. He's the most recent champion of the Basshole Live
He won
show.
Again today.
He won again today,
yeah.
and he was asking me the other day. He's like, hey, what can I do to get on the Bourbon Room Basshole? And I'm like, well,
fuck that.
I'm like, because I told him we might do like an all-star, like best of, at the end of the year,
the best
or whatever.
assholes.
And I'm like, you'll be on that one. I'm like, that'll probably be at the Improv. He's like, I got a story, but I want to save a story for that one that will kill everyone else. And I'm like, you can't even show up to the podcast, and you were already begging to be on the Bourbon Room and the best of.
Perfect.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. I hope it is what it is. He's a wild card, and you can't rely on
wild cards. I mean,
a CJ, you can't rely on them.
This is why I'm not doing my podcast with CJ anymore.
Oh, is it done?
It's done. I've been thinking about still doing it, but now I'm over it. He's just CJ. If you're listening, you're just a drunk. And I just can't. Man. I cannot deal. I just sent you guys a text because I thought we should talk about it. Because I
didn't see it.
I sent you a text, both of you, and then maybe you could put it up on the screen. But if you look at it, this is the text message I sent him because he wrote the podcast was called Segments, and he's horrible at grammar. And a long time ago, I saw the mistakes before, and I told him, hey, you got to fix these. And I told him what he needed to do. He still didn't fix them, almost a month later, whatever. A month later, my girlfriend goes on there and she's like, what the fuck is this? Why are these mistakes here? So then she sends me that and circles it, says exactly what he has to do.
She's creating a paper,
Yeah, it says cries, that cries is not spelled with a Y and an apostrophe S.
C-R-Y apostrophe S.
Yeah, and then...
for Stan New.
Yeah, exactly. It is insane. So
Stan, what is this?
Jessica laughs and gives advice for Stan New, stand up, comics, apostrophe S.
Yeah, why isn't that? Proofread that before you upload it. Yeah.
He doesn't proofread shit. So I told him about that, and then I sent him that, and he's literally, I sent him, he's like, I'll fix it. And then the next day, I sent him a text message in the morning saying hey, did you fix it? He starts calling me. He's like, okay, yeah, I'll call you at 1:30 and we'll talk about it. I'll talk about what?
Yeah.
There's nothing to talk about. It's all there. He's like,
crazy,
we'll just talk about it. And then he's giving me anxiety because I'm like, dude, he keeps on asking me. He's like, yeah. Then he tries to call me to tell me what he needs to do. And as you can see on that message, it says it all there. So I think his drinking has killed his brain cells to the point where he cannot he can't function. It's
right.
I send him a text message and I have to repeat myself. So I'll be 8 o'clock. Didn't he do that with you? He's like 8. You're barbecues at 1 o'clock. And then he like messages you like a half an hour later, what time's the barbecue? It's like, read the fucking message, man.
He's a mess. My camera's like out of focus completely.
Yeah, mine's a little out of focus too, actually.
That's all
This
right.
is the out of focus. It's fine. I feel like
It's fine. It's not an important episode.
It's fine. it's the blur filter.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know why it's not.
Yeah, could you get like maybe a filter, like an Instagram filter, so I can look like a Kardashian or something like that?
Rachel, look good now. There's just
there we go.
Oh, there you go. I still look like shit, but that's just
you're
me.
fine.
That's just me. It's just me. I just look like shit.
Look, no one watches the video clips anyway. The only thing the video is good for is like when we have like an important topic and we cut it down into like a 30-second thing, and then that's it.
I think you should put that picture up there because
I'll see if I can download it. Yeah.
I mean, it's just insane to me that someone can't. That's why I can't do the podcast with him anymore.
Well, yeah, because like there should be a obviously I'm borrowing his camera for this, so I don't want to throw him under the bus too much. I mean, I doubt he'll listen, but still, it's it's kind of like get grouped, get orientated. Like, what's the process of uploading it, and the schedule, and clear it with you. Like
he posts clips and he doesn't even write down.
I'll give him something to edit, and then he downloads it to YouTube anyway.
Yeah,
and I'm like, why? And he's like, well, I just wanted to have it up there. I'm like, but it's on my channel.
Guys, was he ever good at this stuff, or
he is good at editing?
He is. He's good at editing.
Okay.
He's talented.
When he's sober, yeah.
He can do the work, but he's just such a fucking he just drinks so much to the point where he cannot focus. So yeah, he can do it, but I mean, lately he's just on a binge.
He's great. He's great when it comes to like literally the last episode that we shot with Carly. Like for some reason, the audio, when the TV went out, the audio wasn't synced up for the whole episode. And I was like, all right, now I got to go back and fix some of this stuff. And I was like, I don't have the time. And CJ's like, I can do it real quick. And I was like, all right. And I gave him the hard drive, and he did it. And I literally went and picked it up an hour later, and it was done, and it was fine.
See,
and I was
so
like,
he can.
And I was
do
like,
it.
and that was busy work where I was like, I don't, I can do it, but it'll take me a minute to figure out or whatever. So yeah, he is reliable with certain things, but again,
not at the moment.
You can't rely on it. Unless. Even if I had a budget for this show where I was like, hey CJ, I'm hiring you 2 times a week to come in to the studio and work, for whatever, an hour. I don't even know, would he call in sick? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he would call in sick.
If it was a paid thing, I'd be like, dude, you're getting paid $25 an hour to do this or whatever,
Yeah. I mean, this past week I had a guest on Wednesday lined up, and then I had a guest on Thursday lined up, and then Wednesday I had to cancel because he said he was going to work. Instead, he got drunk. And then on Thursday, he fucking thought he was going to, but the day before I already talked to him. I'm like, I'm canceling it because I kept on messaging him. And then finally, I was just like, he's like, oh, are we having a podcast today? I'm like, do you not read your text messages?
Right, yeah.
And it's just
he
dude.
doesn't remember.
He doesn't remember.
Yeah, because he was wasted.
Blackout.
Yeah.
Blackout.
Well, I don't want to get too much into his personal problems.
So, Rob, what are you gonna do instead?
How do you feel, Rob?
Yeah.
I'm just I'm frustrated and I'm annoyed because I put effort into something that and it was starting to pick up, and people did like the stuff that we did put out there.
It's a good segments.
It was fun. And then he was the wild card. He was like my Artie Lang or whatever, fucking just the fuck up.
That's what I mean. It's like we love having.
Well,
these
yeah.
kind of
I mean, if
characters
you want him to be the fuck up, but you don't want him to fuck up.
Yeah, well,
okay.
I wanted him to. I wanted him to at least be able to do the work and finish it, but I just can't. I can't rely on the guy. And then he was calling me, and then we talked, and he was still like, "So, could we still do the podcast?" And I'm like, "Dude, if you're sober for 3 weeks, maybe." But it's just I'm just
I feel like you're gonna in another week. I hear this story. I hear this story all the time from you. I'm done. I'm not doing it. And then 2 weeks later, you're like,
it's just
segments is back or whatever.
No, it's just too frustrating. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna do something else with someone else. So I already got things in the work, but it's I don't want to worry about fucking trying to create something with him. If 2 people are in it, he wants to just do podcasts. He gets drunk and does a podcast. He gets drunk and has some random person off the street come into his place and do a podcast. And I'm like, you're doing podcasts while you're fucking drunk? With this random person. He's like, oh, yeah, I completely forgot about that. I'm like,
and then they rob him. Where's my studio? Oh, the guest stole it after I passed out.
It's just insane, man. I just can't do it anymore.
I know. No, it's tiring. It is. So how you guys been? It's been a while since the 3 of us have... had some alone time. There's always a guest interfering with
I'm exhausted. I have a new boss at my day job, and she is gung ho about everything, and it's just driving me nuts. Yeah, she keeps sending me emails like new and exciting, and then it's just a list of new things, new work that we have to do, like on top of the work that we're already doing.
Isn't that annoying? Like when you work at a place like a place I work at too, there's always like a new manager or something, and it's like oh, they're all like, well, I gotta put the best effort in and show, play by the rule, and then everyone's like, it's like, we've worked here for fucking 5 years. Like, all right, calm down.
Yeah, yeah. It's been going fine. It's been going like all of the things that it's like they come in and they're like obviously no one knows how to do their job, and that's why I'm here. And it's like.
Yeah,
that's
I was brought in
true.
to save this place.
Yeah,
or whatever, like.
And actually, she's not. She's an interim, like because they couldn't actually find somebody, so they were like, "Well, you just keep the boat going in the right direction. That's all we need you to do." And instead, she's changing everything.
Well, that's what I mean. They're trying to make an effort. They're trying to like look good their first 6 months or whatever, and they just come across as the asshole of all the other employees.
It's killing. I'm gonna have to be the asshole next week because I can't anymore. She keeps sending me.
You just started back up, and you're.
I know. I'm already. I can't. I'm just like. She,
you can't do that.
I can't. No. She sent me like 3 different emails that are like new and exciting, and it's like new things that I have to do. This you have to do. That you have to do. She sent me a calendar invite, and the calendar invite was like, now I'm asking that you write a 5-page article. Blah blah blah. And
5-page article.
Yeah, with 5 pictures about this and that, and I'm like that's not even in my contract. Like I actually just
work, yeah.
She didn't even tell me about it. It was just a calendar invite with the directions.
Right.
So I just declined the calendar invite.
Yeah.
I was
Why not?
like you didn't talk to me about it, and so I'm not going to talk to you about it.
Well, it just
It's
just oops. Sorry. I was trying to cue something up.
Yeah, that was a CJ move right there.
I don't have a CJ to help out. So.
I don't know. I'm
Doug
so
move.
done. I'm done. I'm actually gonna tell her what I think, and then I'm gonna tell her boss what I think, and then let the chips fall where they may.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like everyone's happy with their job situations currently. Awful. Yeah.
I'm doing all right with my job. So,
yeah, you're happy? You're happy?
I think I'm going to be a substitute teaching for LAUSD soon, so hopefully I'll get that.
So easy.
Is it?
I know.
It is such a cakewalk.
I know.
Compared to the
I'm
teaching
thinking
job
about
you have
teaching. Now. Oh, the job that I have now
this
is
the special.
No, the kid that I work with now, he's totally cool.
Okay.
But the other one, that was a nightmare. A little cholo gangbanger that I was working with.
What about the theater position?
That's what I want to do. So, but I have to take a test to do that. Like
what's the theater position?
It's just I have to take a CSET test for theater because I'm a degree in film. So once I do that, then I can just like go to school like every day. I just go to a different school and I don't really have to do grades, and I just grade
theater games.
Yeah, theater games, zip zap zop, whatever, some improv and this and that.
Like
yeah.
Do they need another person? That sounds so much better than what I'm doing.
You can do that.
Yeah, no, I actually have.
We all could do that.
I have a theater education degree.
I have a theater degree.
Have you applied for
I have a BA.
I haven't. No, I didn't even think about it.
Do it. It's like you'll make more money than you're making now.
Oh my god!
And then you get benefits.
Is this something I could do with a BA theater degree?
Yeah, you can do it as well.
You guys, let's just put together.
College would pay off after all these years.
Let's take this crew to the high schools.
let's just become a theater.
No, I want to do elementary school. I don't want to do high schools. Fuck the high schools.
I'd rather do the high school.
I'd rather do high school.
I am working at a high school right now. I can't say the high school, but it is in Inglewood, and it is tough, and it's like not like it's not easy. So I'm just like I just keep to myself. I work with one kid. I help the other kids every once in a while. Everyone just knows me, and I'm just like a fly on the wall, just fucking in the background.
Right. Yeah. I mean, times are tough right now. It's like you got to take whatever work is coming your way.
Yeah, I'd love to be like a touring theater teacher. That'd be fun. Yeah. I mean, I taught theater for like 5 years.
Just apply LAUSD, and then you become a sub, and then from there, you just do the figure out how to do it. Like I think it's like a CSET for theater. You take the test, and then you're eligible, and they're looking for teachers.
Oh, that's great. Really? I mean, I already have an English certification.
Yeah, well, there you go. I think that's all you really need. Yeah, you can just be a substitute.
I wonder if I would be
I wonder if I
could be a good teacher.
I wouldn't sub anymore, but if they're hiring for something like the theater
But subbing, like right now, they're looking for subs. They're just desperate.
I know. It's just desperate. I'd rather do something fun. Like
I might have to do something like that.
Subbing is babysitting.
I might have to transition.
It is really easy.
I know. I used to sub.
You just gotta. The hardest part is leaving your house at 7:30 a.m. and finding the school.
Oof.
And finding the school.
I am not.
Other thing.
I am not used to that.
Yeah.
I am not used to that or commuting very far.
That is the
to be honest.
funniest thing to me because it's like I always like when I was especially young looking for a job and they'll be like, yeah, could you start next week? And I'm like, ooh, it's Labor Day. Could you start tomorrow?
I'm gonna need a runway.
I'll be honest. I'll be
After the
honest.
weekend.
I'll be honest with you. Like doing like if I did something like that, commuting to like a school for like 7 a.m. or whatever, that would be a huge adjustment for me after being self-employed pretty much for 17 years or whatever. and making my own. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to do that.
Well, really?
I got spoiled.
Once you get there, though,
Oof.
it's so. That's it. That's the hardest part. I'm telling
The
you,
hardest
it's
part
like
is
the
getting
hardest
there.
part is
Waking up
getting
and
there.
getting there.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's my entire life, no matter what it is.
Right.
But once you get there, I mean, all I did was I was like, look, kids, phones are cool. Stay in your seats. Leave me alone. And then you can
take out your iPad.
You can do whatever you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can write
I could write a script there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you should be able to write a script now, but I guess you need to go to school.
But honestly,
I did.
The
I
best
wrote
times
all
to write
kinds
are
of-
when you're stuck somewhere.
Yeah.
A plane,
Yeah.
a classroom.
No,
You just say, look, you be cool and I'll be cool. One person at a time to the bathroom
Right.
and stay seated. Cool? Cool.
no drugs.
Right?
No drugs,
That
no
I can
sex.
see. That I can see. Like
No drugs or
that I can see. Like,
I mean, even with the kids I work with now, like whenever I had a kid, because they're always on their cell phone, they're on TikTok or whatever.
Right.
But I'm just like, because like the teacher sees it and gets upset, so I'm just like, be sneaky about it. Put it on your lap, just put it right there. It's like you don't have to be like this. They're like standing like this, doing like.
They're
Stop
creating
being an
content
asshole.
at
Like,
the school.
exactly.
Probably making more than
They're not making
us.
content. No,
They're
not.
probably
The
monetizing
kids
and
I'm
making
working
more
with
than
are
the
not
sub
making
during the
content.
time.
No.
Yeah.
But it's just like, they have a laptop, so it's like just put it behind the laptop and it's just right there. Do your work and you can be looking at the same thing.
Yeah,
It's like-
exactly. Yeah, it's
life
crazy.
skills.
Life
Rob's
skills.
road.
Exactly.
Learn how to
No,
cheat on a
I
test.
did that too.
Yeah.
I did that too. I was like, your teacher said you guys all have to read for 15 minutes. So what that means is, can you just open the book?
Yeah, pretend
Please,
to
just
read.
like open
Pretend
the
to
book.
read.
Yeah, pretend. If
Just
you
have
don't
it
want
open.
to, fine. Just open the book.
Like
Yeah.
if I were to take a snapshot of this classroom right now, it looks like everyone is doing, what they're supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
doing.
Oh, when I was teaching, my kids knew like when an administrator walked in, like
Yeah.
they were. I gave them like extra points if like no
Principals
matter what,
coming in.
principals coming in. I was like, they all knew extra points. They would just be like, so the answer is, and like they would just be making up shit, and it was so funny to watch. And then
That's
and then
right.
and then
Joey, what do you think about the
That's exactly what we
Declaration of
learned
Independence?
today.
You're right. Oh my God. I am so proud of all of you, my
Yeah.
little scholars.
Yeah.
And,
And they're gone.
okay,
All right.
back to what we were actually.
She's gone back to work.
Okay,
everyone.
okay.
Do your own thing.
They're
Go do your
fucking
own thing.
around. Horrible. The future of our world. Right here.
Well, I mean, it teaches you how to be at work, in a cubicle. Like, I mean, think about how many people like at work. I think it came out like they only do like an hour worth of
Yeah,
work
yeah.
in an 8-hour period.
Yeah.
So it's like it's the same thing with school.
Well,
It's not-
people are even worse now that work from home or remote.
Yeah,
hybrid.
they
they're-
barely
they're
do
in-
shit.
They're in bed. Like
They
they reply to like
barely
5
do it.
emails. Like, oh man, I'm tired. Dude.
Well,
Yeah.
the other thing, my kids were actually learning and doing fine. It's just like what the administration thinks learning looks like versus like how they learn are two completely different things. So
right.
it's like mayhem in my classroom, but everybody's having fun and doing shit, but that's not what the administration wants to see, right? So it's always like they'd be like all over the place doing shit, but then when the principal walks in, they would know. They're like, oh, we'll just go back to our seats and pretend like we're learning the way
Yeah.
they like it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
or the teacher gets upset and be like, "What the fuck
Well,
is
I'm
wrong
talking
with
about.
everybody?"
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
when I was actually the teacher in the room.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting to become a teacher. I don't know if I'm. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
but
I'm built
teachers
for
do
it.
that anyways, though. The schools that I worked at, like in Inglewood, like the teacher would tell them, like, principal's coming by today. Everybody's do not act up. They're going to be making a visit with like some head official or whatever is coming into the
Oh
classroom.
yeah, you gotta tell
Right,
them.
right.
You gotta tell them, and then as soon as they come in, the kids always behave themselves.
They behave themselves.
It's,
yeah.
it's a little
Yeah.
respect.
You gotta have respect for the teacher, you know,
Yeah.
because they don't get respect. They don't get paid enough.
No respect,
They should
no
at least
respect.
have the respect if they're not getting paid.
Oh
enough,
yeah.
right? I don't know. So all right. So what's does anyone have any asshole stories that they went through this week or whatever?
No, not for this week.
Oh, well, in
I have an
general.
Are they
asshole-
like personal asshole stories?
Yeah.
How were you an asshole this week?
No, not this week. No, this is a long time ago. We were talking about being drunk and whatever, and when I used to have roommates, I lived off a hacienda right by Barney's.
You had 5 roommates, right?
I had 4 roommates.
Oh, 4, sorry.
4 roommates. I was the 5th, yes. Yeah, no, but the
That's
place...
a lot. That's got to be a lot to
No,
deal
the
with,
place
huh?
was huge. Whenever I told
It was a
somebody
dump,
that...
though. I went in there once, wasn't it?
It wasn't a dump.
Wasn't it?
No, it was like
Oh.
fucking the place probably needed be torn down.
I feel like dump is subjective.
Yeah, well, that's subjective too. You know, this place could be a dump. Come on, dude.
Hey, this is a
With the
studio.
dog. No, but the place is big. Picture it, like everyone listening. Picture an apartment building, and the whole bottom half is ours. So that's how big it was, and it was a bunch of rooms.
That's rare to have like something like that.
Yeah,
right?
and then the rent was cheap, whatever, and I only paid like $800 in West Hollywood. That's how much I
Damn.
was paying. So it was fun. And I had a parking spot, so that, you know, because my name was on the lease. Anyways, we lived with these roommates, and one of them, it was his birthday, and the girl that he was dating at the time bought him like some expensive like little cake or something like that. I don't know what it was, like lemon, and I hate lemon. So it was
You
like,
hate lemon?
I hate lemon on
What an
any-
asshole.
Like
Wait a
on-
minute.
on
What?
cake.
Lemon?
No, like lemon I can have like lemon and water, like Sprite I
But
can
you don't
have.
like
Lemon and
sugar candy,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sugary lemon.
Yeah, yeah.
You
No.
hate lemon and you hate mint.
I hate mint. Yeah,
Wow,
anything
very
with it, when you
interesting.
mix it with sweets, not good to
Man,
me.
there's something wrong with you. All right, go ahead. You're living on that.
I know. I thought like mint chocolate chip was every man's favorite ice
that's
cream.
my
Fuck
favorite. That's
that.
my
I
favorite.
did. Disgusting. Fucking
Oh.
toothpaste.
You
So
heard it
chocolate.
here. Rob's not a real man.
So good. So
It's
good.
disgusting with chocolate. Disgusting. Absolutely
my God.
disgusting.
Oh my god.
There's something wrong with you.
Oh,
All right,
man.
go ahead.
Anyways,
Back
so-
to your penthouse bottom floor apartment. Everybody.
so I guess I was drunk and I had a girl over, and I was in my room, whatever, and I guess I must have went to the refrigerator. I don't know if I did or not, but anyways, he wakes up in the morning, sends a text message to everybody, and he's very irate and upset. And I guess his girlfriend bought him this lemon tart thing or whatever, and someone like just took a bite of it and then put it
That
back.
was you.
Someone.
I know, but I didn't know it was me because at the time I was
Drunk? 'Cause you're drunk.
You
Because
were
I was drunk. So I was just like, I'm like, and
CJ.
yeah, exactly. It was a CJ.
CJ broke in and did it.
So,
But you hate lemon, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But you ate it anyway.
No,
You
I
didn't
didn't
know.
eat it. I took. Yeah, that's why I only took a bite of it. It's like a hand went into it,
and then you were like, "Oh, this is gross,"
is
and you
gross.
threw it out.
no, I put it back
it
in the
back.
refrigerator.
Wait, did you take the bite out of your mouth and then
No,
paste
I
it back
didn't
into the
know,
cake
no.
spot?
I don't even know.
That would have been
I
better.
don't even know for sure, but it was funny to me because I was like so positive I didn't do it, right? And then like they were blaming the girl that I was with. Then she must have done it, you know? And I'm like, no. She's like, no, I didn't do it, whatever.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, as the days go by, you just start like having like these little flashbacks.
Right,
And then
right.
I'm like, fuck. And then I started, I think it was me, but by then I couldn't even admit to it because it was like,
It was too. Yeah, it was too much.
Yeah.
That's got to be the worst about the worst thing about having roommates, especially 4 or 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the sharing of the food, the fridge, kitchen situation. I would think that's got to be a nightmare with that many roommates.
Oh, it
You
was.
both have had that.
Yeah, I had 6 roommates.
Rachel had 6.
Ooh.
You had
Yeah,
4.
I
right?
had 6. I was there were 4 men and 2 women.
Wow.
And one was a girlfriend of one of the guys, so I was the only single female in the house, and I was sharing a bathroom with 2 men.
Yikes.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
that was rough.
I'm disgusting with my own shit.
That was rough. That was rough. A lot
good.
of pubes everywhere, guys.
Oh.
Wow. I was like amazed. I was like, you guys just shake them off like a dog. Because I know they're not mine. I don't have any. So I was like, they were just
That's
like,
gotta be- that's
it was
gotta-
just like, it was legit like
Was that horrible?
A dandelion, you know, where you go, you know, like it was just everywhere.
Because they're trimming their pubes in the bathroom. You
I
think?
guess.
Not trimming. No, sometimes you
shaving
just
them or
pull them
whatever?
out and then not pull them out, but
I think
Pull
they
them out and
just
shake them
I
around.
no,
think-
you pull your dick out to take a piss and some fucking pubes fall
Yeah,
out.
I think you guys shed pubes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it
I
happens.
think shedding pubes
Yeah.
is maybe normal. I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's like
But,
it's like
you got
it's like
pubes.
hair. Your hair comes out. It's
Dude,
like every
and
hair. Yeah.
these 2 guys were like hairy motherfucker. They were so like both of them could have been cast as like Paul Bunyan in the new remake.
Oh,
Like
man.
they were So that was a lot. Sharing the little tiny refrigerator was a lot.
Yeah, but things go missing a lot, and I think that's what happened with living with these roommates. It was like we call it gremlin. Oh, I guess the gremlin struck again because like something like either like tequila would be gone or fucking like a beer.
Oh
or
yeah,
you
we
know.
had days where there were no forks. I'm like, why are we, where are all the forks going?
What an asshole. Who's doing that?
I know. Turns
You
out,
guys
like,
never found out who it was?
Oh, we all had suspicions, but like nobody wanted to say anything. But like, yeah, there was like the larger of the roommates. I would be kind, but the largest of the roommates, I'm pretty sure he was just, every time he would take a meal into his bedroom, he just wouldn't
Return the fork?
bring the rest of it out.
But you guys discussed it, so why didn't he just bring it out?
We'd had to have house meetings about forks. And yeah.
Why didn't everyone just get like plastic forks and just
Why
throw
didn't
them
someone
out?
just go in his room and be like, dude, look for the forks? You couldn't do that?
Yeah, I mean, it was the invasion of privacy, or I don't want somebody going in my room, but like,
Oh man.
Fuck that.
Now,
I would have
did you
found
guys?
those fucking
Did you guys have a,
forks.
I know.
a cleaning person come in?
oh yeah, that was the other thing, because like nobody would clean up after themselves, and by nobody I mean like all the men. And so at one point, arbitrarily, the guy who we were paying rent to just said, "Hey guys, I got a housekeeper, so FYI, everybody owes me $50." I'm like,
Right. No, there was.
excuse me?
There was no discussion.
There was absolutely no discussion.
But I do agree. Like, if you were living in a house with that many people, there should be
You
a,
sh-
there should be
yeah.
a,
No,
a
we had
cleaning
that
lady
at our
like
place.
once a
No.
month or twice a month.
but
or
like
something.
a
Yeah.
discussion would be nice.
No,
Yeah.
when we moved in, we had a discussion. When I moved in, I was like the first person. Like, they told me there was like, yeah, we have a maid come twice a month,
That's perfect.
and then she would come and clean up, and like she would come on this day. Everyone would know, and then it was like another $25 each by everybody.
Right.
See, yeah,
because
that's fine.
that's mandatory, I think, because no one wants to
yeah.
be responsible for
It's
cleaning
disgusting.
up
After
this
everybody else.
trash takeout. Sure, that's a
Yeah,
chore
yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
got to do, but like, yeah, like, come on. Like,
Oh, cleaning pubes.
Cleaning
no one
the
wants to clean other
pubes.
people's pubes.
Yeah.
How was
I was
that-
swimming in them.
you couldn't deal with it. Did you have a conversation with your roommates? Hey, can you guys knock it off with the pube shedding?
Yeah, no, I mean, I would make jokes. I make jokes, you know. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
that bathroom's full of pubes. No, they're not mine. You
Yeah.
know, like just
No,
stuff
no,
like
no one
that.
says
Like,
anything.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yours just sound like, was it like a big place?
yeah. It was
that- yeah, like a house,
one,
right?
two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bedrooms plus a basement.
Basement. That's
and-
rare in LA.
Yeah, a basement. It was in Glendale,
Oh,
up like
yeah,
on top of a hill.
yeah.
It had like gorgeous wraparound porch. It was really nice, but like, I was in the den though, so I didn't even have a closet.
Yeah.
Like my closet was the hall closet, so I had to walk out
Yeah.
of my bedroom and go to the hall closet to get my clothes.
That's
That's
yeah,
awful.
That's
I
awful.
only had-
So like,
yeah.
it was a constant thing
That's
where
the
I would like
tough
have a
thing.
towel, like,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like
yeah. You-
walking
there's no-
around the
no
house, like, just to get
privacy.
clothes, you know.
Jesus.
I only had one roommate, and I had the same roommate for like 10 years. And then after that, I was like,
Pubes everywhere?
No, well, we had our own bathrooms or whatever. But like,
So just Doug's
so
pubes
just
and Doug's
yeah,
bathroom.
my pubes are in
and
my bathroom, and I vacuum mine up
daily.
daily. I shed easily, yes. But yeah, I was like, after having the roommate for 10 years, the same person, we just got used to living with each other, and I was like, do I really want to go find like a new roommate person,
no,
like
you
a new
don't.
relationship almost?
Yeah.
It's like that's a lot to do. So I'm like, I'm just gonna live myself.
I got a nightmare roommate situation. Do you guys know who Kayvon is? Kayvon, the comedian? Yeah, yeah.
That sounds familiar.
He lived in our place for a short period of time, and he everyone hated him. Everyone hated him.
man.
No. And he did was so shady. People would leave for periods of time, and then like some people would come in and stay for them or whatever. If they went to they were actors mostly.
Right.
If they went to
You
Australia,
lived
but
in a commune, is what you're
yeah,
saying.
like a commune, yeah. But so what he did was, but they knew the people that were coming in, like this is my friend from this long, whatever.
Right.
So Kayvon, he tells us like, yeah, this person's gonna come and stay, and I known this person forever, He's like told like whatever. So then it comes out that fucking one of my roommates talks to the person, and he's like, yeah, I met him through Craigslist. So he was like renting the room out to strangers, and then and then lied to everyone about it, and then fucking we all got mad. We confronted him, and then he fucking did it again. He doubled down and he did it again after we had told him, and then fucking finally everyone wanted him to leave, and then he didn't want to leave. He was one of that guys like usually when someone like was told to leave the place,
Yeah.
they would just leave and
They'd
not
leave.
fight it. But if you're an asshole,
That's the hard thing with like sublet situations. Like I said, I had the same roommate for 10 years. years. And then one time he was an actor and he booked a movie in like Louisiana or whatever. And he got this like 22-year-old girl to like sublet his room for like 4 months while he
You were
was
happy
shooting.
about that.
I know, that sounds lovely. Doug.
If she wasn't such a shady like weirdo, it would have been been fine maybe. But like he like worked with her for a week at like a bar and didn't really know her, but like she was like, oh, I'm looking for a place, and he was like, perfect, and then like he just kind of like told me like this girl's moving in, and I was just kind of like for 4 months, and I'm like, all right, and it was kind of annoying because I lived with this guy for a long time, and like year 8, it was like, oh, now I gotta live with this girl for 4 months. I don't even know who the fuck she is. No one knows who she is. She ended up being crazy. She ended up. This is how I got Waffles, my dog, actually. Like,
oh, she really?
Yeah,
she's the one.
So the dog was hers. It was like a year old at the time, and she came in. She had her own room, her own bathroom, everything like that, and she started bringing over all these young girls to like hang out with her and stuff. And we had like a barbecue once, and I was like, oh, this is. And a couple of my friends came over, like, oh, this is awesome. Like, oh, I'm like, yeah, they're cute, whatever. But like, I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna try to hook up with them, because I'm just like, this is gonna be a fucking mess, whatever. But anyway, so then rent came around, and like she's like, oh, rent's late. Like I'll give it to you in like a week or whatever. And I was just like, all right, not cool, like because like I didn't have money to pay the other half of the rent at this point, and I was just like, all right. And then she went to Vegas for like 4 days and left this dog in her bathroom. And I'm walking dogs. That's my job at the time. And I come home one day, and the whole apartment smells like shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is that smell? I'm like, I knock on her door, like no one's there. I text her, like, she doesn't respond. I open the door. Then I find Waffles in the bathroom covered in shit. No food, no water. God. And like, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, and then I finally get a hold of her. I'm like, hey, did you leave for the weekend? Like, is anyone taking care of your dog, whatever? She's just like, oh, my friend was supposed to come get him. And then he never came. Oops, or like, and I'm like, where are you? She's like, Vegas. I don't come back till like Wednesday. I'm like, so you're just gonna leave the dog? Like, you didn't even check in to make sure he got him or anything like that? And I was like, it was a whole thing, and it was like, and then she didn't have the rent money, and it's like going on like over a month.
And
now.
You're in fucking Vegas.
And you're in Vegas, and I'm calling my roommate who's on like the movie set. And I'm just like, dude, this girl's a piece of shit, blah blah blah, and like. I ended up throwing her out, and I'm like, you're not getting this dog back. I'm like, because like you shouldn't even own a dog at this point. Yeah. Like, so like there was a whole thing, and then like I kept the dog, and she wanted all her shit back, and then she hired. This is like a true story. Like I had to go get a restraining order against this girl.
She hired a hitman.
She hired this guy. Like 2 months later, like I had like my Groundlings sketch class over for my apartment. We were having a rehearsal or whatever, and this guy came to my door and said that. He was there for Milo, which was Waffles' old name or whatever, or Waffles or whatever. And he's like, and he came there and he said he was a pet detective. He wasn't like Ace Ventura. It wasn't like Jim Carrey coming in the door. But he showed up at like in my.
Did he have a badge?
No, he had like a business card or some shit he made. And he showed up. My mom was visiting and staying with me at the time, and we're all in my apartment. And this guy shows up, and he had a knife, and I like took my mom and the dog, and like had a side door, so like we went out the back. And then my one friend like started yelling at this guy like, "Who the fuck are you? Like, get out of here!" Like whatever. And like then he maced my friend Matt, and Matt had to like put his head in the fucking like hose, and like the cops showed up, all this shit. They arrested this guy and everything. And I found out this guy was associated with the girl that was my old sublet roommate or whatever. And I had to go get a restraining order against her.
Wow, they did not
guy.
think this through.
No, it was crazy. It was fucking crazy. It was crazy. And I ended up like, all her shit was thrown on the side of the street at one point. I was like, all your shit is out of your room on this corner. Come get it, And then she tried to get him back like a couple more times. And then like finally she just gave up or whatever. But like, like then my roommate had to pay the rent and stuff. And like she moved out. And it was just a mess. So I was like, the point of this is like, don't like just throw anyone into a roommate sublet situation, especially if like you're friends with them and you've lived with them a long time.
Oh yeah,
it's just crazy.
We had people that were staying there. Then he did it again. It was like 3 times he did it, and it was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
He's like, I had knee surgery, so I didn't have this, and someone bailed out on me, and this and that. And I'm like, dude, you can't do that. And then he's like, everyone else does it. It's like, yeah, but they know people. They have stayed here before.
Right.
And it's like
get a reference,
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Yeah, you need a reference.
I vetted them, and I'm like, what? You just looked them up,
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, and then one of them was like somebody you met a long time ago, and you could tell the picture was blurry, and it was him and. This guy's like, I met him like 5 years ago in Vegas, and I'm like, yeah, you just met him once.
Well, that's the thing, because it's like, oh, I know this person, but they may not have any money to pay the rent. You know what I mean? It's like, and then you're responsible for it because you're on the lease or whatever.
And then one guy was like, yeah, exactly, that's what annoyed me. And then one guy was like fucking his girlfriend that came over, and fucking like you can hear them fucking, and I was like, dude, like. what the fuck is going on here? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, and so he ended up leaving like a week earlier because everybody was just like, dude, like we were just not happy. And it was
that's what happens. I mean, there's always
it's just shady, dude. It's fucking shady.
And everyone's looking for a place to live, and they just got into town, and they're like, yeah, whatever.
I don't know. I was just saying, I had my first roommate in LA. I had, she was fine, and then all of a sudden she was not fine. And like she came screaming into my room at 3 a.m. and she was screaming that there was somebody in the apartment. And there was nobody in the apartment. And then she looked down. I'm like laying in bed, and she's like, "There's someone in your bed." And I was like, "Not tonight, honey. It's just me." You know, like. And then I had to get a flashlight and like show her. I had to pull the sheets back, and show her. She lost her. Yeah, she like lost her fucking. Like I had to show flashlight underneath my bed.
How did you meet her?
She was losing her mind. She's a comedian in San Francisco. We both moved down together as roommates.
And then,
she just lost it. Like she called the police twice when I wasn't there because somebody was in the apartment.
Wow.
And nobody was in the apartment.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. I'd be afraid of getting like stabbed by a roommate.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I
moved out. I left for 2 weeks because her parents were going to come get her because she'd been like, what is it called where they pick her up when they put you in like a 72-hour hold?
5150.
5150. So they did that. And her parents were going to come get her after she got. So I actually didn't live in my apartment for like 2 weeks because I was afraid that she was going to not know who I was and stab me.
It's not worth it. Yeah, there's too many like crazy violent stories these days. It's like you're rolling the dice with that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck roommates.
But that was my asshole story because I know I fucked up.
You got the cake. You buy a new cake, whatever.
Yeah, but it was
go down to fucking.
They made
Gelson's.
such a big deal about this cake. It's like she went out and got it specifically.
I mean,
from this bakery.
that is annoying. I do remember my old roommate. Like, I would literally go buy stuff, and then all of a sudden, like, he'd be like, "Well, by the way, I ate that turkey in the kitchen in the fridge. I'll replace it." I'm like, "Okay." Are you gonna replace it right now? Because like now I'm fucking hungry, and I bought it to eat today. No, I'll get it. Or he'd give you money, and it'd be like, I can't fucking eat this money. Like I'm home now. I don't want to fucking go out and get fucking turkey down the street.
Yeah, beers would disappear.
Beers would disappear. Yeah,
things would always just disappear. Like if you put it in the refrigerator, like you had to get your own little refrigerator in your room
with a lock.
Yeah, because it's like it was so annoying. Like just things would always be gone. It was like, I guess the gremlins struck again.
People put a Post-it on it with your name. It's like, it must have fell off.
People would put notes like, "Do not eat," fucking, like asshole, whatever. Just
like now. But now it would be fun. Like it's like you just put like one of those blink cameras on the fridge.
Oh, I know.
And then it's like, no, here I have the clip of you going in and eating my fucking sandwich, you dick. Like, don't fucking deny it. Is that you? The fucking mayonnaise all over your face, you fucking asshole.
I mean, yeah, that's what I should have done at the time, but I don't think Ring cameras were.
No, but now you can solve that easily.
You can just put it up there and just fucking, just like, "Hey, asshole, I got the evidence right here." Yeah.
You just keep, it would just turn into like sending each other clips of stealing each other's food. It's like, and then if someone stole your stuff, you'd have to steal someone else's stuff. It'd be like,
it's payback, man. Payback's a bitch.
It's a revolving door of stealing food.
Roommates in LA.
Man. Yeah, no more roommates. Man. I don't know, but then there's times I live alone now, and I'm like, well, now I'm lonely.
Oh, I mean, I love my roommate now.
Well, yeah, you have a good roommate situation.
She's great.
Yeah, for sure.
Great.
Rob, how's your roommate, your fiance?
She's great.
The baby.
She's great. Nothing's ever missing. She doesn't eat meat, so
there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Perfect.
And the baby's a little annoying sometimes, and
always eating his meat.
He's always
quit crying or get out.
Always fucking expensive. Got to pay him and feed him. It's like, he's a little annoying sometimes.
Leave a note on his crib, like, "Can you quiet down?"
Yeah, guys, keep it down. You guys are fucking tonight. I don't want to hear you fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I just got the dogs, and they're annoying too. So
I know, but
you just keep getting them though. What is that about?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. This is a foster dog.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So I'm fostering a dog.
Right, Rob?
Yeah, exactly.
A foster dog.
Let's just put more on your plate.
It's the first time I'm fostering a dog. I've worked with dogs for about 17 years now, and I finally have some time to give back and foster a dog. His name is Hamlet. He looks exactly like my dog Waffles, who I was talking about.
He's a cute dog.
He's a cute dog. Everyone keeps saying I'm going to fail and keep him.
Yeah,
probably.
You are.
Come on, have some faith in the system.
We don't. It's not the system that we're worried about.
It's you.
Really?
Yeah, I think you're gonna keep him.
He's gonna be, like how women just gather more and more cats as they get older and lonely. I think Doug's just gonna have like 20 dogs.
Can I be that single guy with 3 dogs?
I think you're gonna be that single guy with 20 dogs.
No, I'm not. No, 20.
Okay,
dogs.
so sorry, 12.
That's not a good look, right?
You
Single
know,
guy
it's
with 3
not.
dogs.
3 dogs. Yeah,
What do you
a
think?
lot,
What do you
dude.
think?
that's one
Rob?
dog too much.
It really
Yeah, 2 is good.
You don't need to get 3 because then you got other dogs that your dogs that could be, it's like then the whole place becomes and then there's a smell.
I know.
There's a smell that dogs bring, so
Yeah.
it's like you don't want to. Yeah, like you
There's
don't
a
want
smell that roommates bring as well.
There is a smell that roommates bring. Yes, that is true.
That
Especially
roommate smell.
those people that came in randomly. Yeah, they were cooking like some sort of fish in the kitchen that was
man,
like
that's the worst.
that would
That should
stink
be a
it
rule
up.
with
Oh,
roommates.
yeah,
like
no
no,
fish in the-
no
yeah, don't
cooking
cook-
fish in
no
the kitchen.
cooking
There's a
fish.
grill for
Oh,
that
it was
outside.
like
Yeah.
on a pan, just like
Oh.
fucking.
Yeah,
like, and they were
no.
from Brazil, random person
Oh,
from Brazil
no.
that lived there.
Random
for,
person from Brazil.
and it was like cooking fish at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that'll wake you up. Yeah.
It didn't never woke me up, but
Here's the thing about cooking fish. Like I like cooking fish, but like if you're home cooking it alone, it's like okay, I'm gonna deal with that smell for like the next couple hours or whatever. Or if you invite someone over, like I'm making fish, like would you like to have some? It's gonna be delicious. And then they're like into eating it, but then the smell is gonna be in the apartment. But then they leave, so they don't have to deal with it. But yes, it lingers for a while, right? How do you cook fish without getting people annoyed? I don't know.
you don't.
Yeah.
Now, if that roommate was cooking the fish and was like, "Hey, would you like a piece? I'm cooking it." Would you?
No, because they were cooking it at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
That'd be
they were
so
cook-
funny. Just wake you up. Would you like some fish?
It's like with an accent. This guy didn't talk to anybody.
If you're cooking fish-
he just had glasses on and a backpack, and I guess he was going to school at UCLA or something like that. And he would just show up and then fucking like at 3 o'clock in the morning be cooking fish. And when we would wake up in the morning, it was like, "What's that fucking smell?" It's
That should be a
fucking
sign
disgusting.
above the no fish cooking.
Yeah,
after
exactly.
after 8 p.m.
On a pan.
Yeah.
On a pan.
Yeah, hopefully he cleaned it. Oh.
I fucking hated it. It was.
Yeah.
I barely even cooked in that kitchen. It was like there was just too many people.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
me too.
that's what happens because then you have to clean up after each meal that you cook.
Oh,
And-
people would complain about the dishwasher, the dishes in the sink.
Mm-hmm. The garbage
Someone was doing it.
disposal.
Garbage disposal. You can't put too much in there.
Yeah.
The trash wasn't taken out. They had someone would never take out the trash.
Yeah, I guess I'll rather
It was
live with the dogs.
fucking
The 3
annoying.
dogs.
Oh my god, that just reminded when 2 weeks into moving into that 6-bedroom house, one of the dudes was painting something by the driveway and he left an open can of paint.
Oh wow.
Like just right by the trash cans. And
I
a
remember you
good
telling me this.
roommate took the trash out and kicked over the paint bucket, right? Because it was just open in there and I didn't see it. And he threw such a fit. He was like, "You gotta clean that up. You gotta like." And he was like, "It's gonna be like $500 or $1,000 if you don't fucking clean it." Like he was so mad at me, and I was like, "Dude, you're the one who left the thing of paint out with the
Yeah.
thing open. It was red paint. It was just all. I was
man.
on my hands and knees, fucking scrubbing
Really?
the driveway with paint remover.
But that's his fault for fucking not putting the lid on it. Like right by the
What a
trash
mess.
Right?
can.
Yeah, and because he was the dude I was paying rent to, so he was like, "Look,
Right.
you either clean it or I'm going to charge you."
Why didn't you just walk away from it? Did they see you do it?
Yeah,
Oh,
There was a
okay.
camera. No.
they were actually.
Because if I were you, I would have been like, "Oh," and then be like, "What happened
do
out
that.
here?"
I know that would have been awesome. I
man.
probably would have done that.
And then who was stupid enough to leave an open can, a can of paint? It's like, who would have done
Red
this?
paint. What the fuck
Maybe
is a
an
paint that's
animal
red?
came by here and
I
did
know,
this.
yeah. That would have been so much better. But yeah, somebody saw me.
Wow.
Oh.
All right, do we want to talk about any news, any politics, Rob?
Oh,
What's going on in the news? Mitch
What
McConnell
about-
freezes again. We talked about that. That was old news, but we haven't
What
talked about
about
it yet.
Burning Man?
Burning Man.
Burning Man?
Yeah, people got stuck at Burning Man.
I heard it wasn't that bad, and the person that died was like probably
Someone
like
did die? Oh, I didn't
Someone
hear
did
that.
die, but they were like electrocuted.
But doesn't someone die every year
I
at
was
Burning
just
Man?
about to say, like, really? Like, that sounds like par for the course.
Someone dies every year at Burning Man, probably.
I don't know.
Heat stroke
I
or
don't know
something.
if someone ever dies every year.
I'm
at
sure.
Burning
I'm sure there's at least one death. each festival?
I don't know. I was listening to a podcast with Harlan Williams was on it, and he was actually there, and he said it wasn't that bad. The news made it seem worse than what it was.
I saw Chris Rock got like a
Chris Rock
ride
was
from
with,
someone
with
like,
Dippo or whatever. Dildo
Yeah, I
or-
know. I just get this image of them like walking in the mud, hand in hand,
Yeah,
just like.
Yeah, they had to be somewhere, so then they got picked up by people.
Right.
And
Everyone-
I heard everyone had a good time still, and they were told to stay in place. But
Well, isn't the whole thing about isn't it about like roughing it anyway for like 3-4 days? Like it's like you don't have rain.
I thought it was more about doing a lot of drugs and fucking. Like, I
Yeah,
thought
there's
that's
like
more
I guess there's a tent
It's
where
an
people there's an
experience.
orgy tent, but you got to
Yeah.
go there with another with an opposite sex or whatever. You can't be like with a female obviously, and you go in there and I guess people just start fucking.
Orgy tent.
There's an orgy tent,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I've never been, and I have no desire to go. Like,
it
when
like-
I was younger, maybe I went to a rave
It
out in
sounds
the
it sounds cool.
desert.
It sounds cool to go to for like one night,
I-
and then it's
no, it
like
doesn't.
let's get out of here. Like I wouldn't want to spend 4 days there. You know, what I mean?
it sounds horrible.
I went to there was a thing. I forgot what it was called. It was something tribal or something like that. It was a tribal rave type of thing, and it was out in like this lake bed in the Indian reservation. It was quite an experience, and it was like I remember like guys in golf carts were going around like, "Hey, what do you guys need?" and they'd give you whatever you needed. And it was like a whole like night, and then you saw the sun and crazy. You just tripped out, and
Yeah.
they had like a big thing, like an alien was dancing to the music. It was like this big thing, and it was insane, and it was fun. Yeah, but that was only one day,
Again,
and
like,
one night.
Was
I
it
could-
like
I could-
in the desert though?
Yeah, it
like
was in
covered?
the desert.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like in a
okay.
lake bed. So like when you were walking around, it felt different.
That's
like
what
the
I'm
lake bed.
saying. I could like go to something like that for like one day night, and
Yeah.
then I'm gonna go home. Then I don't want to go 4 nights.
But it
like,
takes
that
so
sounds,
long to get.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
No,
or drop me off at the nearest hotel.
No, this place
by
was
Black
like
Rock,
exclusive. Like you had to get a can of something and go to a liquor store and talk to somebody in the back, and they gave you the directions, and it was like longitude and latitude type of shit, and you
forget
just
it.
have to figure
Forget
it
it.
out.
I want to be dropped off in a helicopter, stay for a few hours, and then get the fuck out. That's what I want.
You know what? My worst experience at a concert, it was a weekend thing, and my friend was burning the candle on both ends because he was going through a divorce, and he got me a ticket, and I wish I never went.
Oh.
But I went to a reggae thing. It was for 3 days.
Oh.
It
Where was
was
that?
the worst fucking experience I had. Where was it? It was up north, and it was reggae festival, and it was just reggae all day and night. And one day was hip hop reggae. Pull it, this
Right,
and that.
right,
And it was like this.
Here's the thing with those things. It's like I think like once you are like over 40, it's like you.
I wasn't over 40.
But
at the
here's
time.
but even maybe late 30s. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
But like there's nothing worse than being stuck somewhere. It's like it's like
I need an
even
escape.
if you want
comfort.
even if you want to go, it's like again like check it out for a night or a few hours. But then if you feel you go with someone like I'll drive. No, I want to be able to get out.
Yeah.
Like,
It
was
I don't want to be
3
stuck somewhere.
3 days.
I always drive just for that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to be trapped.
3
Right.
days of horrible music that all sounds the same. the
Right.
entire
That's what I'm
time.
saying.
3
It's
days
like-
of anything is a horrible time.
Yeah, and it was like I was sleeping on a rock,
Yeah.
basically. And I was like, and I'm like, why is this fun for you?
Especially
like,
if
why
it's-
is this fun?
If it's in the middle of nowhere where there's no alternative like place to go to,
Oh.
like I've been to some festivals in like Vegas or something, but like at least you could be like, I'm going to the casino like a mile down the road.
I just
or
want to
whatever,
listen to
it's like-
hip hop or something else, dude. But it was like you couldn't escape the reggae
Yeah, there's,
music.
there's
It was
no
just,
escape.
it was
You're committed. You're
blaring.
committed for 3 days. or
Yeah,
whatever,
and it was the worst experience of my life.
Yeah.
Just
All
the
right,
3
so
day
no,
concert.
so no more festivals anymore.
No, I'm over that.
Yeah.
Now that I have a baby.
Does
unless I
anyone
can
want to
take
go
a-
to Lightning in a Bottle? I think that's coming up. That's another.
What is that?
That's another festival.
Both of us. What is that? I don't ever want to go to a festival. Sorry.
No.
Maybe
Nah.
like if I had like VIP driver to get me out of there.
That's what I'm saying.
Lollapalooza
Yeah.
is a festival, right? Lollapalooza.
Yeah, it's
I love that.
overrun though.
No, but I liked it back in the day when it first
Oh, yeah,
started.
now
when
it's like-
Lightning
Now
in a
it's become something
Bottle
else.
is a music festival in Central Valley region of California. It's May 24th through the 29th. I guess it's electronic dance music.
No.
No.
Experimental.
No.
Fuck that.
It's like hippies and stuff.
Fuck
Free love.
that. No.
I think I'm gonna go. This
No.
tickets are- yeah,
Wow.
let's go.
I would go to Coachella if I had a fucking hotel
Mansion.
room. Yeah,
Oh.
or I had a nice fucking
Airbnb.
motorhome or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like Harlan Williams, like when he said he went, he's rented out or whatever.
That's what I mean. Like, yeah,
it was like $7,000 for him to rent out
an
this
Airstream, like tripped out, like RV or
yeah,
whatever.
he had an RV.
Like
It
Chris
was
Rock and
7
these guys, they're spending like a lot of money to live comfortably.
Yeah.
Glamping.
Yeah, they were glamping.
I would glamp at one of these things.
Yeah, I would too.
Sure,
I would
yeah.
too. I would hire a babysitter, have the baby, and go out
Full
listen to music.
full shower.
and come
I
back.
don't know.
Grill.
I would probably like maybe rent something that had a balcony above the fray that I could like on occasion walk out with a glass of wine and go,
Yeah.
that looks like shit,
Right,
and then go
right.
back to bed.
That's just the funny thing about the reggae thing. There was no showers.
That's what I mean.
It was just so bad. Everyone smelled. I smelled. I was like, dude, I don't like this. This is the worst
Yeah.
experience of my life.
Well, that's what like Burning Man. It's like people are going to the orgy tent.
They're covered in dirt.
unshowered, and
Yeah.
like you're like, hey, we're all hooking up. We have BO or gross. We're
And,
full
and
of dirt.
dirty, really dirty,
Really dirty. Like you literally have to like just
like cave people dirty.
I don't know. Like that sounds like the worst time to have
It's
an orgy or
disgusting.
sex with.
it's the
someone. I don't
worst time to have an
An
orgy.
orgy.
know. Right? Like how are you? Yeah. Like if
Doug's orgy. Everybody has to go through a clean room first.
Everyone fucking cleans their ass.
Go
and-
take a shower.
shower
Get outta
before.
here.
Have you showered?
That's proper etiquette,
You
isn't it?
fucking smell. Get the fuck
That's
out of here.
etiquette before
etiquette.
sex, or I don't know.
I think that's etiquette in just life. Is just
Sure.
not to fucking smell or be full
But
of mud.
especially before an orgy, I would think like take 2 showers.
Is there
before.
really orgy etiquette?
I would think so.
I think it's kind of spontaneous.
in the orgy tent. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
That sounds
Maybe.
like if
I mean,
there's an orgy tent, that sounds very planned.
It
Yeah.
sounds planned,
Yeah.
but yeah, what is the cleanup procedure?
I feel like
don't know.
most orgies are pretty planned. This is what I mean. So I hear. I've
they're
never
planned events.
been to one,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
so everybody knows.
But
Nor do I want to go. I can't multitask.
all right. What other news is going on? Nancy Pelosi seeks re-election. Did you see this?
Oh God. All the old people need to stop.
Is she just getting back in it because McConnell froze again? She's like, I can do this and not freeze. If I
She's
get back
looking
in
at.
it."
Oh, I thought she was done.
No, she wants to. She wants to run for re-election.
Oh, she's a bitch.
It's like
just
it's like she's like doing the exact. Everyone's saying McConnell, get out. You can't even walk or
Yeah,
talk or
you know,
whatever.
if-
And now she's like, I'm 83. I'm gonna get back. She retired. Didn't she retire
Yeah, she
last year?
retired.
So retire.
Yeah.
Don't, you're not fucking Michael Jordan
She's
coming out of
also-
retirement to play one more game.
Exactly. She doesn't need the money. She's a fucking millionaire.
I
She's
just-
signed. She's a fucking. She's supposedly better at stock trading than Warren Buffett and anyone else because she made the laws at
Right.
the time. So she knew exactly what to invest in. She's a fucking crook.
It's like
they're all crooks.
They're all
They're
crooks.
all
They're all crooks.
crooks,
But like
yeah.
she's sitting at home watching McConnell freeze, and she's probably like, "Fuck this! I could get back in and still do a great job."
just
Look
want-
at this guy. He can't even fucking. He doesn't even know what's going on in the moment. You know.
Can
and
we-
why does Mitch McConnell? So this is the second time he's frozen, right?
Yeah.
And it's like this guy can't. He won't leave office. But like it's like then you have people like like Senator Al Franken who has to like resign because of accusation back in the day. And it's like that's not okay for him to continue in office. But McConnell can't even like hear
Well, he
be
should have never
coherent what's
folded.
going on.
But go ahead.
He
Oh
shouldn't
yeah,
have,
I was just saying like, I would just like for us to have the same standards for like at the House of like, all of our government that we do for like I don't know basic individuals. Like if somebody's doing that at the checkout counter at Walmart, they're not going to keep their job.
Right.
But we have people in government that like they
Right.
can do whatever the fuck they want or
any,
not move.
any job.
Like,
yeah. If I did that like bartending and just froze for like a minute while like someone's like, "Can I get an old fashioned?" and I'm just like, and then I have the other bartender come up to me and be like, "Hey, you okay? You want to come with us?" Like,
Right.
like,
And
it's
if you
like
did that over and
every
over
shift
again,
I did that, like it's like you'd be talked to about something.
I think every person should just play hot hands, and if you can't play hot hands, then you can't fucking.
Hot- is that-
Like,
Yeah, with the hands. And if you can't, if your reflexes aren't good enough
can't-
to at least move,
You
even
can't
if
win
get
one
hit-
round
Yeah,
at
you can't win.
100.
You can't get the other person's hand once. You're done.
Yeah,
You're
that's,
done.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Nancy Pelosi's the worst. I think all of them are just like there should be an age limit, and I think it should end like around 70 or something like that. And if you go over 70, there should be like some cognitive test or whatever, just something like.
yeah, we have to get recertified if you're a
Right.
teacher.
Yeah.
Like they don't have to have any
Same thing, anything.
certifications.
Teachers,
They don't have to take any tests. There's no.
You got to
but,
redo
like,
your driver's license every
Yeah,
several
at
years
that
or
age.
whatever.
And
You have
if
to
you
be able
can't
to
drive,
drive.
Yeah.
Diane Feinstein or Feinstein, whatever, she's like, she has to be wheeled in.
Right.
She has to be told when to vote. Like there's a fucking online.
It doesn't make any sense. Like you can't be an airplane pilot like after a certain age. You know what I mean? Like I mean, obviously.
Oh,
that's
but we can run the country.
But we can run the country. Yeah, we can't fly a jet from LA to New York. But like, you know.
Yeah, and they're the people in power. And
Right.
it
I
sucks.
saw a great meme. It was like, you know what? I think that we shouldn't even have any government next year. Like we all, need a break.
It's a free for all.
We just need a break. We need a break to find ourselves.
Yeah, right.
And then maybe we'll recommit to a government in the future. But like we all need to be single.
Have someone else, have some other country run our country for 6 months.
I think what bothers me about Pelosi coming back is that she has all the money in the world.
Right.
She doesn't need to come back. Like there's athletes that come back because like
But it's-
Conor McGregor
that's
or
what I
whatever.
mean.
Like they come back
And then people are
because they
excited.
need the money
Right.
or Muhammad Ali, whoever it was.
But then I'm like, why did she retire in the first place? Because of her husband? Wasn't her husband sick or got
he got
attacked or
beat
whatever?
up.
He got beat up.
Yeah, he got attacked.
in
But is
their
that
home.
why she retired? You think?
no, she
Then-
retired because she was old and she
Right.
was fucking done.
And then she's like, and then she's home with the husband, and she's like, I gotta get the fuck out of the house again. This is hard.
No, she's probably watching TV and going, I can still do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I still got it in me.
Right.
Yeah, like
Right.
who's gonna vote for you, you fucking cunt?
We
Yeah,
should
would you-
abstain.
like, would you
we should all abstain.
Would
from
you
voting.
rather run again and be defeated, and then like that's the last thing people remember you, losing to whoever, or just retire and be happy?
Who was Nancy? She was a what? Senator for what? Or
California?
California. Yeah. Look at our state right now. Like, why would you want to come back to this fucking situation? I love California, but like, it's just run improperly, and she's a big part of it. San Francisco's a fucking shithole right now.
I know.
That's where her husband got fucking attacked.
Yep.
So it's like, why do you want to come back to do what? We need
Yeah.
change.
Yeah,
Everything
change.
that's happening
Clean it
right
up.
now isn't fucking working. We got to stop giving drugs to all the drug. In San Francisco, they're giving pipes. They're giving fucking needles.
Yeah, it's like it's fucking Christmas. It's like,
Exactly.
here you go. Here's a box of paraphernalia.
And it's a shit show. But everyone's like, oh, we can't take that stuff away from them. And this and that. Like, everything, I hate saying woke because that's the opposite of it. But it's like, it's so fucking woke to the point.
Woke.
It's just so fucking annoying.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
bring back logic. That should be someone's campaign. Bring back logic.
Bring back logic.
Yeah, like just don't defund the police. Fucking like
Yeah.
we need to go back to
refund the police.
We need to start fucking cracking heads again and fucking look
Cracking
at
heads and
look at
cracking
California
whips.
right now. All these places are being robbed. They're fucking doing all this shit. It's like the cops don't want to do anything because they're gonna get in trouble.
No one cares. You're better off just staying home and not leaving the house anymore.
There's tents everywhere.
Tents everywhere. Speaking of Burning Man, tents. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, everything's a mess. We know that. There's not much we're gonna do to change it on this podcast, unfortunately. But
Yeah, the 3 listeners are like, hey, we should do something about this.
most of our listeners are in Germany, and they're just like rolling their eyes. Probably.
Like, this is America.
Exactly. Enjoy our American podcast. Our fans in Germany.
Guns
Thank
and
you.
homeless.
All right, well, we'll wrap this up. Here's a weird piece of news. Pennsylvania man goes to 777 movies in a single year. He broke the Guinness Book of World Records. This guy, what is his name?
How high was he?
His name is Zach Swope.
Wait, how old is he?
I don't know his age. Zach Swope said he saved on movie tickets, signing up for the Regal Unlimited membership, which allowed him unlimited trips to the movies for $22 a month. The Regal employees monitored him during his screenings to make sure he was following the rules set forward by the Guinness World Records, which included not taking bathroom breaks or having any snacks or beverages during the films. The last movie he saw.
You're not allowed to enjoy the movie. You just
I
have
don't
to
know.
go.
Yeah.
How many movies are there though?
I know. Well, he said it's all right.
You can re-see a movie?
I don't know if that's the rule or not, but he started with let's see. The most movie he saw was Puss in Boots: The Last Wish with 47 viewings.
Oh, okay. So you can rewatch.
I guess
you can rewatch.
He started this. Oh, he's 30.
is he autistic?
He's 32. He's 32. He started this with a screening of Minions: Rise of the Gru in July.
Oh shit!
In July,
it's all kids movies.
July
guys.
2022.
It's all.
And his
kids
record attempt was
movies.
completed with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Okay, well, the majority of them, children's
yeah.
movies that he went to
my niece
alone.
has seen what's it called?
Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots like fucking 100 times already. So he
Right.
fucking kills that guy. So it's like,
I'm just like,
Right, but it's your niece. How old is
Right,
she?
right.
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Okay.
he did see Indiana Jones, but like he's 32. Like what? I'm just like, This guy has no life.
No.
porn count?
Does he have a job?
Does porn count?
No, this is the movies in the AMC or
okay,
whatever.
that's right. Okay.
And that'd be great. AMC, we're
I
trying to
wonder
make
if there's
some
a
money.
record for porn. Like how many,
don't know.
how many porn
Apparently-
You'd have to have somebody watch it.
Yeah.
movies? That'd be so awkward. Could you just not look at me? Why?
No, I have to make sure you
Apparently,
are
he
constantly
does have
watching and not eating.
He does have a job. Says the movie fan. He said he would see up to 3 movies after work on weekdays and squeeze in more during the weekend.
Squeeze in, yeah.
This guy has no
Are you
life.
sure he wasn't homeless? Maybe that's
He
what
says he has a job. I don't know.
He had a job too.
After work, he would go to the movies and squeeze more movies in.
Did he
on the
work at the movie theater?
Yeah, he's literally on the clock doing it. I don't know. It just seems like it's like I'd like to go to the movies like once a month, and that's hard sometimes, So it's like, how's this? Yeah, this guy has no social life.
It's so
32-year-old.
It's a goal he set for himself as well.
And I guarantee you, he's a virgin.
If you
so-
want to see what he looks
Yeah.
like, it might explain the whole story a little bit more.
Let's see. Yeah, he's a
Oh, there you go.
And there it is.
yeah. He did
Spider-Man shirt, check. Glasses,
wow.
balding, check.
Receding hairline.
Yeah.
He's staring at a little girl
Striped
And
right
he
shirt.
does
now.
look like a pedophile.
He does.
All right.
He does.
On
Does
that
he have a
note-
white fan? Okay.
No, I doubt it. No. On that note, all right. Is there anything else we want to talk about? Pitch.
No.
You have any shows coming up?
Cheeseburgers.
I'm doing
yeah.
some wine show. I don't know on the 20th.
Hawaiian show?
No, wine show. Like at a wine bar, like in downtown.
You're just gonna go
LA.
and whine.
I thought you said
Yeah,
Hawaiian.
no, on the 20th in downtown LA. I don't know where it is exactly, but
Downtown LA has like a wine. Was it like a wine bar or
yeah, wine bar type
winery
of
or-
restaurant,
Oh,
restaurant
okay.
type of place.
Okay.
I don't know. That's all I
Cool.
got.
Very
I'm
cool.
headlining in San Diego the end of September. So check
Perfect.
me out on IG.
Check her out on IG. What do I have going on? I don't know. Nothing. I got a foster dog to find a new home, and a Basshole show at the Bourbon Room September 26th. That's it, I think. All right. Well, this has been fun. We didn't have a guest, but look, we made it work, right?
We did.
Yeah, we
We
talked about
improvised.
stuff.
We had some good conversations.
We had an asshole story. Talked about
We had an
roommates.
asshole story. Roommate assholes.
Lots of roommate stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi. all that good stuff.
everything.
I know. All right. Well, guys, don't forget to follow the Basshole Podcast on Instagram at Basshole Show and subscribe and review, please, on the Spotify and the Apple Podcast. Share it with your friends. Do something good for the show, all right? Because we're doing something good for you by giving up our Saturday.
You hear
to
that, Germany?
To entertain you. Yes, Germany, we love you. I'll be maybe I'll go back to Berlin this winter and say hello to the 10 people that have listened to us. All right.
Let's go do this in Berlin.
Let's do it in Berlin. Yes,
Take it on the road. Let's do
Exactly.
that.
All right,
We'll go
guys.
glamping.
Follow us on Instagram and all that good stuff. Watch the YouTube videos. This is where the full video experience is. And remember, don't be a basshole, but if you are, laugh about it. Ciao.
You've been listening to I'm a Basshole with Doug Bass. Follow us on Instagram at Basshole Show. Think you deserve to be on the show? Email us at contact@bassholeshow.com and visit our website at www.bassholeshow.com and get the latest information. Subscribe on Spotify or wherever you get your podcast fix. And don't miss the full videos on YouTube. Remember, don't be a basshole, but if you are, laugh about it. We'll see you next time.